inherit the soul of every emperor who has heretofore sat the throne.
Together, we shall drive the wanton rock bouquet from these lands.
I have other ways to bend you to my will.
The weak are destined to bow before the strong.
You shall soon be a corpse.
Hello everybody, and welcome to our Romancing SaGa 2 Revenge of the Seven Revenge live stream. My name is Justin. I am a community manager here at Square Enix, and I am joined by some lovely hosts today as well.
Hi guys, I'm Julian, and I'm on the regional marketing team here at Square Enix, and today we have a special guest.
My name is Amanogawa Shiina from Generation 2 of North American VTuber agency Face Connect. Thank you guys for having me back today. Thank you, I really appreciate it.
Of course, thank you very much for joining, taking the time to join again here. So if you're having a little bit of deja vu, this is our second time that we will be streaming this game. So we apologize if you were here a couple days ago. We were having some technical difficulties, but we have worked through those and everything is all well. Fingers crossed that we're not going to have any issues today, but I doubt it. Anyway, we have a really nice live stream set up for you today. We're going to be going through what we would have gone through a few days ago. But basically, we're going to be showcasing Romancing SaGa 2, Revenge of the Seven, which is currently available now.
Yes.
It's out now, guys. It's out now. I'm excited to play.
Indeed, yeah. So you can pick it up. There is a free demo available that you can pick up, and then, you know, if you love the game and you want to pick it up, you can go purchase it, and your save data will carry over from the demo. So that's really nice. You can pick it up on Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, and Steam. So a lot of platforms available for you. All right. So we will be doing a giveaway today as well. We're going to actually be doing two giveaways. So allow me to go over that very quickly. So the first giveaway that we're going to be doing, it's going to be maybe in about 40 minutes or so, and that's going to be for one digital standard edition of the game. And we are going to be doing the giveaway on Twitch only. And the second giveaway is going to be for the two standard editions of the game, and also the Rock Bouquet statue. The giveaway is not open right now. It will open later. And like I said, if you're on YouTube and you want to participate, you're going to need to head over to Twitch at that time. There's a special keyword that you're supposed to use, but it is not available right now. So if you put it in chat and you don't see your message, that's because the giveaway is not open. We will make it abundantly clear when the giveaway is open. So just use the keyword when it's that time. There are some requirements before you are able to join the giveaway though. So you need to be in the eligible region. I think it's pinned at the top of the chat possibly, or you can do exclamation point rules as well. But basically you need to be in the US, in Canada, excluding Quebec, and the UK, and Germany, and France. And you need to be 18 years or older to participate as well. And yeah, so that should pretty much cover it. But if you are selected as a winner, we will reach out to you via the message system on Twitch to gather some information. And you can pick your platform that you want the game on and stuff. So anyway, there will be 3 winners total. So just look out for that. We'll be going through that here very soon.
Yeah, guys.
Hopefully that's clear.
Move on over. Move on over to Twitch if you guys want to win the game and the statue. Yeah.
Yes.
And or.
All right, so I guess now, let's just get right into it. Let's just jump into the gameplay here. That's what everybody's here for.
So as we said, there is a demo, and this area is going to take place a little bit after that. After you beat the first of the 7 heroes, and your main character is now a full-fledged emperor, and now you're free to basically do emperor stuff. And as you saw just now on the screen, it gave you an immediate task at hand, which is to...
the first quest?
Yeah, the first assignment is to liberate the Canal Fortress. Now, the good thing about this is that there are a lot of different subquests in the game. There's just a lot of them. But you can actually prioritize and see them at any time in this menu called the Chronicles. And as you can see the completed ones that you've done, and then you can see the ones that you are working on right now. Now, right now we only have one, but you can select on and off, like kind of toggle this thing on and off, and that kind of prioritizes the quests for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the good thing when you do that is now everywhere you go, you'll see where you're supposed to be headed based on that quest. So as you can see ahead of me, you can see that question mark on the main menu or the main map. You can see that it's pulsing where I'm supposed to be. So at any given moment, you should know where you're going to go.
Yeah, that's quite
pretty
the
clear.
quality of life improvement from the original.
Yeah. It's definitely when the world is big, having some sort of direction is always a good thing.
Definitely.
Question for you, Shiina. Did you already play the main game after the demo?
I've only played a little bit. I wanted it to be more of a surprise. I want to play it on stream, so I just tested it a little bit.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I will be streaming now.
Okay. Well then, perfect. Then this is a good spot for you to sort of look into because it's right after. One thing to note about the Saga series in general is there's something called the free scenario system, which basically means that almost anything and everything that you do, all the selections you make, are going to sort of affect later on the story later on. So in a sense, you're basically building your own story as you play the game. Now there is an overarching goal. Obviously, you're beating the 7 heroes, but how you do it is totally up to you. And up throughout the demo, you probably won't have too many choices to make. But after the demo, namely this place here, you'll start be given choices. And one of those choices is, like I said, we're heading to the Canal Fortress, and we can head over there directly, go knock on their doors and beat some enemies, or we can sort of find a more sneaky way in. And so I think today what we're going to do is we're going to enlist the help of a recruitable character and try to break into the fortress all sneaky like.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love the non-completely linear format that this game has. It's what really makes this game unique.
Yeah. So it really makes it so that every time you play through it, you're going to have a different experience. You have a different story, so long you don't choose the exact same decision each time. But with so many decisions you have, you probably won't. So it's always enjoyable.
Yeah, your choices matter. Your choices matter.
Ooh. Who's that?
Oh, there he is, little rascal.
Yeah.
There he is.
So this guy, Mr. S, is a little character that's hidden throughout the world, and your objective is to find him in different places. The more you find, the more you actually get gifts, or not really gifts, they're not items, they're more like abilities that kind of give you an edge in the game itself. As you can see on the map here, every 5 times you find him, you get something. For an example, that 5th marker that you see there is going to give you the ability to see how many treasure chests are in a given area, whether it be a town or whether it be a dungeon. It's just something that really helps out, so you know that you won't miss anything.
Yeah, it's very helpful. No matter how thorough you think you are, there's actually more chests there, I promise.
Yeah.
Once you unlock them, you notice that very quickly.
And you don't want to skip the chests, you don't want to skip the items. They're all useful.
Yes.
Speaking of Mr. S, though, we do have a very special, I would say it is special, but we have Mr. S hidden in real life right now. We have a separate contest happening outside of stream. It's a scavenger hunt where we hid Mr. S with a code word across our Romancing SaGa campaign. And for that, if you just visit our Gleam page, which we'll link in the chat, you can basically go in there and start entering in code words that you find. And, you know, it's not so hidden in a way that you can't find him. We actually do have links in that module so that you can actually find him relatively easy. But your objective is to find the code word that he is saying and just enter it into that corresponding module there.
Yes.
So for this one, for that particular contest, we're actually giving away the same giveaways. It's going to be the Rock Bouquet statue and a digital copy of the game. But the grand prize for that one is actually going to be a rug, a custom-made rug by Bill Wave, which I'm going to show you.
Shout out to Bill Wave.
Bill Wave. That's a cool name. That's like a cartoon character name. Oh!
Whoop, wrong side.
Handsome.
Oh, I'm flipped here. That's kind of weird. He's on the other side of me in real life.
Look at our handsome new emperor in all his
This is a
glory.
good size. This is a really good size. It's totally up to you if you want to hang it up on the wall or if you want to put it on the floor. I definitely wouldn't want to put it in front of the front door and get it.
No, of course not.
But it's definitely a great showpiece in your room.
This looks very good. So yeah, head over to the Gleam page and enter for a chance to win that. There's probably some restrictions on there, you know, where you can be to have that shipped to you and that sort of stuff. So just pay attention to the rules when you're joining.
Oh, look at that. I think I see Mr. S.
Ooh, is that a code word?
He left the game just to find you, so make sure. What is that?
Yeah, so first code word right there, Avalon. Yeah, so
Perfect.
over to the module, the Gleam page. You can already enter that in, and you're already entered to win.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. I saw somebody ask if this game's available on Switch. Yes, it is. So you can go grab that right now. It's available right now.
And again, the demo's available as well, and it's always
that's true.
available. Go ahead and try it out because your save data will carry over.
Mm-hmm. Was Switch, Steam, and PS4, PS5? I think it was.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And just if anybody's wondering, even though this is Romancing SaGa 2, it is a standalone game. You do not need to play or know about the first one in order to jump into this one.
It's kind of like the Final Fantasy titles, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
You don't need to, you don't need to play the first one to play the second one.
Yes.
Exactly.
Except less linear, as we discussed earlier.
Yes, definitely less linear. Yeah.
All right, so now we're in town, as we see. Very beautiful, really well made. And as I said, you can sort of see where you're supposed to go by these little icons, the question mark icons. These are basically subquests that you can pick up at any moment. But we'll go to the closest one here in my favorite place, which is the tavern.
Ooh.
And it is my favorite place because it's not just because where you can actually get a drink, but it's also where you can actually select your party members as well, where we call them retinue here. But you
That
talk to the
sounds nice.
barkeep, and you can actually switch out your characters at any moment.
Yeah, I think that's something that
cozy.
is kind of covered in the demo. Is you can sort of really build your party to how you want.
Right.
Yeah, there's like formations and stuff too. I discovered.
Yeah, that's
The
a
other
good
day.
point. That's a good point too. We
Yeah.
do have formations, which is just adds to the sort of strategy of your battle. But basically, you can sort of select how you arrange your characters in battle, and depending on the position, they get extra boosts or extra stats. So as you can see, the very front in this one that I have set, he's easier to target. His defense and his magic defense is all up, which is very suited for a tank-like character, for instance, which is exactly what I have. The character named Bear, who's gonna collect all the damage.
He bears the burden.
The bear's the burden. Yeah.
There's the burden.
All right, so let's talk to this guy who has something to say.
Well,
And he's talking about the thieves
Ooh.
here. So
oh,
let's learn a little bit more about the thieves. And now once you,
thieves.
once you get the quest, the question mark icons now turn into star icons, which signifies where you need to go next. So
Okay.
let's go talk.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's easy.
What are the ladies talking about?
Gossip.
Gossip? Have you
Oh, yeah.
heard? Thieves roaming the streets of Avalon have gotten even more brazen of late, Your Grace. They prowl the rooftops at night and slink into people's homes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so that means we gotta wait till night so that we can catch them red-handed.
Oh,
All right, now because we're high up,
There's an item.
there's an item.
Yes, you walked right by it. Right there, yes.
a shiny? Oh, a shiny!
Good point. So you're going to see these everywhere, along with the treasure chests that we mentioned earlier. And you do not want to skip out on these because they're so useful.
Yes, they are.
Some of these are actually like stuff that you can use for making equipment, and you don't want to lose out on. them. So,
Yeah, crafting
Yeah.
materials, heals.
yep.
Yeah, that's something that sort of opens up after the demo is...
Yeah. All the smith system and
Yep.
all that will open up later on. Yeah. So we
I
can
feel
run
like
back.
every bomb sort of matters in this game, especially if you're playing on hard mode, like, because
Yes.
dying, you're punished for that.
Yeah, we'll talk about the dying system once we get into battle.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. We need bombs and we need healing things
Mm-hmm.
for the battles for sure. Now, one thing that's cool about Romancing SaGa 2 is that actually your characters actually do heal fully after each battle,
Yes.
but your battle points don't. which
Yeah.
sounds like, why would you ever need to heal? But you'll find that it's challenging enough that you do need to heal often throughout the battles.
Yeah, just playing it personally, sometimes there's a few times where like 4 of my party members will be at 0 HP, and then I sort of escape, and my whole party is revived again magically. But yeah, I guess comparison, the battle points are more like mana or like ability uses sort of that you would see in other games. Not really ability uses, but more like mana.
All right, so here we are at night. Now we're going to go find ourselves some thieves, catch them red-handed.
Thieves?
Uh-oh. If I was a thief and I saw the Emperor show up, that would probably be
Yeah, it would be
the end
so
of me.
over. It's over for me now.
The townspeople were taking it pretty well that I'm strolling around too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the music stopping kind of gives it an eerie vibe. Saw some people on the rooftops.
Yeah, so this guy's saying we got to go find them on the rooftops.
Up on the rooftop.
Commotion. It's not like a huge kingdom. Like,
Yeah, this one's not, for
Yeah.
sure. But now you can actually grow it. Yeah, so once you're done with the demo, you will find that you can actually add places in your empire here. Where I mentioned the smith is one of them. You can add in a garden. I think there's actually a university. There's also an incantation lab where you can learn more spells. So there are ways to sort of expand on this down here.
I think in the story, it sort of your empire sort of expands as well.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a few mentions of like needing the kingdom to collect more taxes and stuff like that from people, like areas that are added into the empire.
Yeah.
So
we actually have to do king duties. We
Yes.
actually have to do. I see.
And you'll find that throughout the game, while you're fighting or searching for the 7 heroes, you're going to start, as I showed the map here, the map is very big, right? And eventually you're going to
Yes.
try to hit up a lot of these places while you're searching for the 7 heroes. And you're going to do these side quests that kind of add to the story and ultimately adding to your nation as a whole. So all this is supposed to be yours. But like I said, because of the free scenario system, it doesn't have to. You don't have to get them all, but you can.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So there's likely, like a path where you fight the 7 or whatever. But it sounds like there's additional content that you can do in addition to that.
Right. So it's very
Conquer
clearly
the
pointing.
whole continent if you wish.
Yeah, take it
Or
all.
you may just yeah. Ooh, there she is.
She's caught in the act.
She's so cute. She's so cute.
So as somebody, I did not play the original game. As somebody that did not play the original game, sometimes I sort of imagine how this happened, back on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I played a little bit about it. A little bit of the original one. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's all of it, a lot of it is very true.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think there's even some settings and stuff like that you can change, so it's more like the original version.
Yeah.
All the quality of life updates you can toggle on and off in the way that you like. And here we are. She needs our help, even though she just ran from us. What do you think, Shiina? What should we do here?
Our first choice. It's our first move as king. We probably should help her, even though she's a brat, and I kind of wanna give her a taste of her brattiness back. But we gotta help her. We can't be. We're a benevolent
All right.
ruler.
Sounds
Yes.
good then.
She
Let's
needs
go
our
ahead
help.
and help her then.
Yes.
All right, so our first battle in this stream here. So as you can see, the battle system is very JRPG-like. It's very easy to select between the enemies here by switching left and right. You can see my cursor kind of going back and forth. And then if I hit up and down, you can see that I have a lot of abilities here. Yeah, and they're only going to grow the more you play and the more you sort of use your equipment. And you can see that there's different weapons here. I have 2 different weapons. Every character can equip up to 2 different weapons. And unlike, say, Final Fantasy or other JRPGs, you actually level up your used equipment separately from, say, like your level. And depending on that, you gain different abilities for that specific weapon. Now, So these are for these 3 attacks here are for a regular sword, and then these 2 down here are for the short sword.
Ooh.
So let's use something. Double cut's got to be better than a regular cut, right?
Yeah, that's our dad's move. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah. And you just saw the light bulb that went off above my head there. That's called a glimmer in this game. Yeah, glimmer. It's kind of like the you know, when you put on traditional JRPGs, when you level up, you start gaining abilities based on how many levels. In this one, you sort of there's a sense of randomness here too, where the more you use that ability or the sword or the weapon, then you gain this ability, and you kind of learn it in that fashion, that glimmer fashion, where you just pick it up randomly and then you use it in battle. And then from there, it's permanent. So you can actually use it whenever you want. So in this case, we just learned parry because the enemy attacked us and we naturally did it. And now I can actually do it anytime because I have it right here, as you can see.
You know, I never figured out how parry works.
Yeah, so if I just hit, so if I hit parry, for instance, what I do is I go into like a defensive stance. And then the next time he attacks, then I'll more than likely parry. And this is really good for that bear character, right? Because he's my tank.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
And so I said the level system's a little bit different here. You see a lot of different metrics here. It's not just one leveling system. You see HP, BP, which we just mentioned is kind of like the MP of other JRPGs. And then you see the weapon that I use there. So yeah.
Yeah, it's like you level up your weapon skill, not the weapon itself, which is something I guess some people are confused about.
You help. I guess you.
Our teleprompter here is typing to us.
Yeah, so I just got note that the word Avalon for our Mr. S campaign is not up there yet. It's actually going to be up after our stream. I'm terribly sorry about that. But there are very a lot of different methods to get in there. So definitely check it out and definitely get ahead of it.
Yeah, I guess in the meantime, you can sort of maybe look for the other Mr. S's that are around, and then take note of the code that we had on the stream. I'm sure it'll pop up a few other times.
Yeah.
The little rascal popped up
We'll
too
see
early.
here.
Yeah. Oh,
There he is.
there he is. Yeah.
So yeah, so just enter that afterwards. But you can go do all the other things right now. But don't leave the stream. Stay
Don't
here.
leave the stream yet.
He was just so excited to see you, you know.
All right, and here we are the next morning, and we saved Kat, and she did tell us to sort of mention Kitten at the bar so that we can find her and enlist her help.
Okay.
All right.
So it sounds like we're on a hopeful friendship.
Hopeful. How do you know she's not gonna steal all our stuff?
That
We're
would be
wearing
my
so much gold.
that would be my first.
Ooh, that's true. Yeah, because there is like a
Right?
treasure room in the castle that I've noticed. It's just everything is just sort of out in the open. Very trusting this kingdom is.
back,
Yeah, he's still so nice.
back to my favorite place.
Oh.
Oh,
And
I
as
don't
she,
even have you.
as she said, we're going to go ahead and mention Kitten.
The kittens.
It's kind of like a code word.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine him saying it like this.
Yeah.
How fares the kitten?
Wink, wink. All right, so he's telling us now to go talk to the cemetery caretaker.
Ooh, that's kind of spooky.
Yeah, the cemetery guy. You can actually see the cemetery guy in the demo.
Yeah, he's definitely
Yeah.
there. Yeah. But now he's got a role to fulfill here, and as you can
Yeah,
see
now he
from
actually
the
wants
local
to
map.
talk.
Yeah, you can see from the local map where he's at here.
Does he carry a shovel? I feel like every cemetery needs to have a shovel with him.
Needs a shovel.
We'll see in a second.
Maybe nobody has passed away yet. You know, you don't know. You don't know.
It kind of looks like some
Kind of
people
looks like
have.
a lot of dead people there.
Yeah. I guess maybe there's all the people that came before you. You've succeeded from
before.
them. That's where they are. Yeah.
Just kidding. We know our dad passed away.
You're a strange one indeed.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Old man.
Still alive and kicking.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Well, to each their own.
Oh.
You're looking for is
So I guess we're gonna go down.
Oh, a secret passageway.
How did I not know about that as being an emperor?
Right?
And it's mere steps away from from the castle.
It's like literally under the castle at this point.
That's true, huh?
Yeah.
Ah, an unexpected guest. Greetings, name's Sparrow. Now then, what brings
Sparrow.
your Highness to our humble highness?
So she's Kitten and he's Sparrow.
Yeah, so they're both
Pharaoh.
characters, recruitable characters. The class is actually called a vagabond, right? A thief
Okay.
ability. And so you can choose between a male and a female, a version of all the classes that are available. And their names kind of change. They looked exactly the same throughout the Succession story, but their names change. And the idea is kind of like your character. They're basically the next generation, right? But they have the same jobs. So, yeah, even though you find somebody, say in this timeline, you won't necessarily lose them. You'll still have a vagabond in the next Succession.
Okay. And you can sort of pick whatever one
Yeah,
you
can
want.
always pick. Like I said, go to the bar and you can pick up your retinue at any moment as well. All right, we have another choice here, Shiina.
Since we're already here, we have to pick. We already did the kitten thing, right?
That's
so
true.
We gotta ask not Sora to help us.
Yeah. We do
Help
have a
us
main.
with the canal fortress.
We do have that main story that we have to get to eventually too, right? So I
Yeah.
think this is a good choice.
Okay.
While we're honored by your request, Your Majesty, we're gonna have to say no.
Because the original goal was that we wanted to enlist the help of these thieves, right, to infiltrate. So let's try to proceed with that.
Perhaps we can come to an agreement.
Oh, there's always a catch.
There's a vicious
Yes.
tentacled
Nothing is
fiend
free.
we found near the
Nothing is
catacombs
free.
entrance.
Oh no.
Kinda putting a damper on our business.
Can't you just take my pauldron, my right pauldron or something? No, we have to go and defeat Cthulhu.
Oh, is that
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
he
like I
looks
could have paid
dangerous.
for it, but
pleasure doing business with you?
Well, they need to keep their business, you know. He says it's dampering their business, so
That's true.
I guess it's probably best not to
Cthulhu's
have
bad
monsters.
For business.
yeah.
right. So now we go into our sewer, and we're gonna go ahead and go beat that Cthulhu.
All right, straight into the sewers. Let's go.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So when you start the game, it mentions that there were some heroes, some 7 heroes, but the game is called Revenge of the Seven.
Yeah.
You want to shed any light on that?
Yeah, so the overarching story to this is, there was once 7 heroes who basically saved the world, basically, right? And what had happened was that they disappeared all of a sudden. They defeated this strong enemy, saved the world, and then all of a sudden they disappeared with no trace whatsoever. And then they basically, after millennia, they came back all kind of monstrous and very mean and angry, and they just came back seeking revenge on humanity. And nobody really knows why initially, right?
Okay.
And so the whole point is that as we go throughout the story, we'll kind of unravel their history and their past as to how they got together, how they fought together, and then how they overcame this enemy, and then where they went and why they're so hell-bent on basically seeking revenge.
I see.
But I don't want to reveal any of that.
Of course. So you're uncovering the past, even though you're far ahead of it.
Yeah, exactly.
You only live long enough to become what you hate the most. It's
Yes,
like this
indeed.
thing. And that's my hypothesis.
There, you missed another shiny.
Yeah, I did, but there was an enemy there. So the good thing about this is not a random enemy encounter, as you saw. They're everywhere, and they'll catch up. They'll pick up on your movement, and they'll approach you, obviously. But you can also run through them if you want. Yeah. And I was really avoiding the centipede because I don't like centipedes. But
It looks so. It's.
Well,
so
now you need to
scary.
eliminate it.
now I need to
Yes,
exterminate that.
it is very scary.
And you're-
Apply fire.
Always a fire.
Yeah.
You're also going to see this. Notice this thing that says weak to the enemy here, and it's going to be different per enemy, as you can see. But that makes it very easy to see what their weaknesses are, right? Depending on which weapon that you have. So in this case, this centipede is weak to the sword, and even the short sword. So almost anything that I do is going to be good for it.
Perfect.
And once I actually discover their weakness, once I actually use an ability or an attack on an enemy that I see for the first time, it'll actually document their weakness underneath that their name, as you can see there. It's highlighted that the sword is red. Just like Octopath, if you played Octopath Traveler.
Yeah. So you learn it forever. So if you encounter them again, you don't need to rediscover their weakness. It's learned.
And again, you'll also notice that there's that light bulb next to the certain abilities there.
The glimmer.
Yeah, the glimmer. So this now makes it very easy to know which ability or which weapon that you need to use that's actually glimmerable. So in this case, if I use, and again, there's a randomness to it. So just by using the ability doesn't mean I'm going to automatically learn this ability. It just means that there's a great chance of doing so.
The blinking means that there's a higher chance?
Yeah, so it's like the last one was blinking, and this one is just here.
Yes.
They're both learnable, but again, we don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, weakness discovered.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
Hopefully I can avoid the centipedes.
shiny!
Yeah, you already climbed up the ladder, I guess.
Oh, the longing. The longing.
See, I can run through them just like that. So they will come at me. Some are slower, some are faster, but some are hidden. But you can always run through them.
Nice. Ooh, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
You know where to run.
Oh, yeah. Now he's confused.
Oh, why are there octopus in a sewer? That's crazy.
Well, they're like on an island, I guess. I don't know. Snuck in through the ocean, maybe.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And here you're going to notice
true.
these two things here, these two shiny things. One is a save point. This is going to be your save point, and this is going to replenish your BP. As I said earlier, your HP actually does heal after every battle, but your BP will not. So that becomes the more crucial, the element that you want to sort of replenish as often as you can. And these things are generally before any boss, so it's very friendly.
Yes. Except they're one use only.
Yep.
I was bamboozled in the demo. Yeah.
All right, and I think I see our boss here.
There he is.
He looks very menacing.
He also looks like he's seeking revenge.
Kind of cute. I don't know. His little stick looks like a honey stick.
And
I can see that.
minions too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's take out his minions first because that just seems to be the conventional strategy.
Yes, I think that's sort of a RPG thing.
Ads first. I cook them after.
Yeah, well, I wish I had the fire abilities now.
Literally food. Yeah.
I don't think I have a mage type character right now. So as I said earlier, this guy learns parry, right? And he's up in the front, so he's going to argo a lot of the ability of the attacks. So if I have him do parry, when the enemies attack him, he should have a higher chance of dodging or stopping those attacks. So that would be another strategy that I would really recommend early game.
I think does Gerard still have his fire?
He does. Let's try
He
that out.
does.
Let's cook him.
Apply fire.
Oh, but he's not weak to it though.
Oh no. I guess he's like water. He's in the water.
Yeah.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Yep. All right, so we got the little guys out. Now we can start focusing on these big guys here.
The deep one.
And you can see under his name, all the weak squares are all question marks, meaning we haven't really discovered what this guy is actually weak to, right? So far he had been hit by the bow attack, so I know that he's not weak to the bow and arrow. So I could try the sword now and see if he's weak to that, and he's not. So at this point, I don't even know what he's weak to, right?
Yeah. We'll just have to keep trying.
Yeah, so we'll just have to keep trying. There is that element of like discovering what each enemy. Oh, and there. So we just
Ooh, a spear.
discovered that, the spear is something that he's weak to. And we can see next to the weak that we can see the spear icon kind of showed up, right?
Yeah.
And I should note that there's something that happened just now. On the bottom right, you see the blue bar, and you see now it says United Attack.
Yes.
That's kind of like the limit break, right? Where it's like we're able to unleash all these abilities at once and sort of deal massive damage, which is really advantageous. But you
Yeah.
basically grow that overdrive gauge on the bottom by exploiting weaknesses and using the weak attacks to any given enemy. So if I were to use any ability he's not weak to, it won't grow, basically.
I see.
So really the battle strategy always should be to exploit the weakness and continuously attack them with their weak abilities, right? So here we can go ahead and try this united attack. And what it basically does is it basically allows two characters in succession to sort of do attacks at once. So in this case, it says double cut, and on the bottom you see double cut, and on top you see my Gerard is next, right? And he also has a double cut. So that means they're both going to use double cut in succession to deal massive damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think later on you can unlock more, a higher chain, I guess. You can get more people to attack with you.
Yeah.
It's not just 2, but it's going to be 2 for a while. But
Okay.
But yeah. Let's go
You
ahead.
could have also waited to use that with the guy with the spear, right?
I could have, yeah. That probably would have been smarter.
Yeah, it would have been more damage. More damage.
Would have been. Oh. See, he hit my Gerard, but it's not always guaranteed, as you can see. To give him a bomb that we just found in town earlier.
I think she has a heal, doesn't she? She comes with a heal.
She might.
Yeah, I think the blonde, Therese,
Yeah.
she heals.
The good thing, I guess, if you ever get knocked down to like 0 HP in this game, you can just heal back up in the fight. You don't need to use like a Phoenix down or something like that to bring somebody back.
Yeah.
You could just heal them.
Yeah, but we should also note that there's something called an LP that you see next to the names there that stands for life point. And yeah, once you die, you can just be revived with a healing ability, but that LP sort of drops. And it's going to keep dropping until it hits 0. And once that hits 0, your character is actually dead. Like, you actually cannot use him. Yeah, yeah, like his brother and his dad that happened in the demo.
Yeah.
It does pop
They
up.
made
and
it
say-
really clear. Yeah, it does pop up during the death scene.
And now, if that happens
Yeah.
to your main character, in this case Gerard, or if it happens to your emperor, basically, it's going to force another succession. So you have to choose another heir, you know, and to pass on all your abilities to, and then
I
you basically
see.
keep going from there in a different timeline.
Man, imagine becoming the new emperor mid-battle. Oh my god.
You inherit a lot of abilities and a lot of problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are literally just going to tug away at him now with using this strategy that we've been doing so far.
I smell trouble. Be careful.
No trouble.
Careful. They're up to
We haven't even seen a lot of his weaknesses. What's going on?
I only have one. It seems like I only have one. Oh, I guess we haven't tried the greatsword yet.
Yeah, let's
Oh, he's
try
weak to that
it.
too.
Oh, there it is.
So it looks like James is our MVP this battle.
Yeah. Maybe he's weak to martial arts or something. Like
Yeah.
the fist. We don't have anybody that can do that though.
Yeah, something we don't have yet.
Yeah.
But I like this double stab more because there's 2 hits.
It does take more battle points though.
It does, yeah. I'm gonna run out actually.
So you can, I assume there are items that you can use to restore your battle points?
Yeah, so just like HP, there will be.
Perfect,
We don't have it
perfect.
right now, but there will be, along with life points as well.
Yeah. And I think you need to equip items like in an equipment screen, and then you can use those in
Yeah,
battle.
so just like equipment, yeah, you have to
Yep.
equip them ahead of time, and then they do run out. So, for instance, if I use bomb here, she's only gonna have 1 left.
Okay, perfect.
Ooh.
So it's a game of strategy. You need to plan ahead.
Yeah. You can see like
and-
which turn it is like, up top too.
Yeah, so that's part of strategy
Yeah.
too, right? So you can sort of see who's coming up next and when the enemy is going to attack. In this case, we see that this guy is going to actually attack twice in a row after
Yeah.
everybody goes. So luckily his HP is almost done. He's almost dead. So hopefully we
Yeah.
won't get to that point here. And that was it.
That was it.
Awesome.
GG.
A lot of tech points, and you see that everything.
Oh.
Whoa, look at all
level
those
up.
levels.
It's
My
very
goodness.
satisfying. And like I said, you
Oh.
gain experience point, or you gain these tech points for the abilities that you use. And you can see that I did use for Gerard. I used that fire spell once, so that's why it's gaining its the tech points there as well.
Yeah, it went all the way up to level 2.
Yeah, so it's a big one.
Cool.
But with that, I think we got through Sparrow's needs there. So our next step is actually to go back to Sparrow, but I think this is a good spot to sort of
Yeah.
do our first giveaway.
Perfect.
first
You were victorious in
giveaway.
battle, and somebody will be victorious in the giveaway.
Yeah.
Cool. So the you will need to head over to Twitch. And if you are coming over here now and you weren't around earlier, you need to follow the rules of the rules of the giveaway. So you need to be in the US, UK, Germany, France, and Canada, excluding Quebec. And you need to be 18 years or older. We will verify this information when we contact you. But our first giveaway is going to be for the digital standard edition. We're going to be giving away one. You need to be on Twitch, so if you're watching on YouTube, that sort of thing, head over to Twitch, or you could just open the chat or something like that. And put in the code word. I don't see any yet, so I don't think it's open yet. But you do need to do, I think it's, hashtag sweepstakes. People are entering it, so it is open.
The game? It's open now.
Oh, we're gonna do it for 5 minutes. That's a long time, so everybody should be able to enter.
That's a lot of time, guys. Participate.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a good chance to get your hands on a copy of the game.
Yes.
If not, if you haven't already done so, definitely play the demo. It's free. It's always going to be around. It's a good way to sort of get into the game itself.
For sure.
And if you do like it, which I know you will, you can remember that save data into the main game so you won't actually lose progress.
Yeah. I highly recommend it, guys.
Yeah. So, after our technical difficulties a few days ago, I think we saw the appearance of SaGa maybe trying the demo out.
Yes, Sadby. I gave him his appy sauce. He's taking a nap right now, but
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
Naps are nice.
He enjoyed the game very much. He loved it.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Very nice. Shiina, I was thinking it's you kind of look like one of the characters in the game here. Yeah, I think you could totally fit in the game itself. If you were to be a character in the game, what kind of character would you be?
Oh man, if anything, I might be like a villager in like a far off crab village that's being like invaded or something, and I'll be like, oh please, benevolent emperor, please help our people. Yeah, I'd offer a quest. You know, my dad crab probably died or something, and then I have to take over for him or something.
And that's actually fun because there's so many different characters in this particular game. There's 30, 40 different characters that you could play, right? Or add to your retinue. And some of these are humanoid, right? We do have a mole character. We do have a salamander character. There's a mermaid. There's a specific name for each one. But yeah, there are humanoid characters in there too. So
that's cool.
Definitely, your storyline the storyline that you just gave us does not seem too far out.
Yeah, it's not too far out, right? Yeah, and our special abilities, just like crab martial arts or something, like
definitely water abilities.
Oh, okay. Crab foo. They could probably be. I could probably think of something better than that.
Yeah, but you get up to 2 weapons, so definitely a weapon there.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can maybe see like a crab monster later on in the playthrough or something. We'll see. They're quite common in RPGs like this.
Yeah. I know that there are. I don't think they're necessarily in this game playthrough that we're playing today, but there's definitely places like a sunken ship down the line. There's definitely shoreline areas that you can sort of fight at. So there's definitely crabs.
Yeah, I was just sailing on a boat on my own playthrough.
Yeah, you'll eventually get a boat.
You can get a boat. I thought it was on one continent. That's crazy.
It's more so it's like you get to enlist, or you have to use boats to get across the ocean or the canal, and you sort of discover new I would say discover, but you sort of go into new towns that way or new areas.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of exploration that could be done, but that definitely opens up the map.
I'm kind of thinking about it here. I think that was so this is a remake of an older game, right? And when I think back with some older games, it seems like a lot of RPGs love putting you on a boat. Because even in Final Fantasy 1, you immediately get on a boat and you're sailing around.
I guess apart from flying, that feels like...
Oh, actually, I think you were flying.
I'm sure there's a lot of flying.
It's airships and stuff.
Yeah.
But I always signify a boat with a journey, you're traveling, right?
That's true.
Right?
Especially in these fantasy worlds. So a boat seems very fitting, that it kind of gives this illusion that it's the world is a lot bigger than you initially expect.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I guess like a rocket ship doesn't really make sense. Well, it depends on the game, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah.
We could sneak in. There could be something snuck in there somehow.
So yeah, I think we're coming up on 5 minutes. 1 minute left. Okay, cool. We've got 1 minute left.
1
so
minute left.
enter your giveaway. This is your last chance. We are going to draw one winner, and then we will contact them a little bit later after the stream. And then at the end of the stream, we're going to be doing another 2 giveaways, and those are going to come with the digital copy of the game and 2 of the rock bouquet statues that you can see there. 1 each, I guess. So we will count it down. Who wants to do the countdown? Shiina, you want to do the countdown?
Sure.
Perfect.
From
From
what
10
number?
seconds. Just give us a countdown from 10.
Okay. 10. I promise I can count. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Cool. So we're going to be drawing the winner right now. The giveaway is now closed, as Moobot said, so no more entries. We'll probably cut that keyword off from being entered here, but we will draw the winner. You need to respond, I think, within about a week or so, and if you do not respond and fill out the information that we require, we will be required to select somebody else. So please pay attention to your messages on Twitch.
All right, are you ready to announce the first winner?
Yes.
All
If you
right,
could,
the
please.
winner is... Drum roll, please! Ba-dum. Sort of cracked. Sort of cracked. Yours actually sort of cracked. Congratulations. Name checks out. Name checks out, chat.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
go.
Congratulations.
All right.
So yeah, sort of cracked. We will be reaching out to you on Twitch after the stream. So please be on the lookout for that. And we will gather some information from you. Cool. Now, let's jump back into some gameplay. What are we going to be taking a look at next, Julian?
All right. So right after we beat the boss there, we have to report back to Sparrow and tell him that we did beat.
Okay.
Now, we could definitely run through the whole map again and dodge all the enemies, but this game actually now has this fast travel ability that we've seen in a lot, also Octopath as well, right? Where if we hit the main menu screen or the main map, you can sort of see all the places that we have gone to
Yeah.
before, and I can see that I can go to the Avalon sewers. So
Or
by
you take
fa-
the scenic route and pick up all the shinies.
yeah, but I'm aware that Shiny is full of monsters, so
Yes.
I basically fast traveled back to where I need to go, and that's really convenient for all the different places that you have to go without having to run through a map here, right? So here we are. We can go ahead and report back to Sparrow.
Hello, Sparrow.
It seems
We've
you
saved
took
your
care of our
business.
problem.
That is true. He owes us.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's still so smug. He acts like...
a touch more dangerous than we thought.
Hmm.
I'll do it.
Oh, that's good. I was gonna say he's like not gonna help us now.
Serious, cat?
I owe the Emperor a favor. Isn't that right?
Ah, see, they're
At
all-
least she has some respect for us, the
Yeah.
Emperor,
The canal
you know?
fortress.
she owes us.
She does kind of owe us, right? We let her go.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
saved
that's
her.
true.
yeah, both
That's
of them. She was caught red-handed inside the chest. So,
Hand in the cookie jar. Oh.
So now it looks like we got her on our side. She's not playable yet, but it looks like she's going to assist us in infiltrating the
perfect.
Canal Fortress. And likewise, just like before, we are going to fast travel to where we need to go. It's very easy to tell where we need to go because it's pulsing there.
yes, it's blinking.
It's blinking, so let's
Blinking.
head in that direction.
I think you can prioritize what you want to show up on the map as well. So, if you want to do a side quest or something, you can easily go
Yeah,
there.
so like I said, with the free form scenario system, there was a lot of those orange icons that you saw. They're
Yep.
all discoverable subquests, side quests, whatever you want to call them. And you don't have to do them. You could do them, but depending on what you do, it's going to affect what happens later on, right? So
Yeah.
there's basically anywhere and everywhere I go, there's something that could be discoverable, something new,
Right.
a different situation. And even in this one, all they're saying is that I need to infiltrate this Canal Fortress. Now I can go through the front door and start attacking enemies. Or in this case, because I asked Kat, we can go see what she has in store for us.
Oh.
We're also lacking a siege weapon, so maybe somewhere else is a better plan.
Yeah.
I mean, Your Majesty.
I think my friend would be a little bit safer.
Right? It would be more covert. Let's see.
I would think with my armor, it's not very, it's a very
That's
poorly
true.
kept secret.
I don't think stealth is our goal
Straight
here.
wall leads straight into the fortress.
All right, so she's giving us an alternative way
I was
in.
nice enough to mark the way for you.
It's quite an oversight on security.
Right.
But okay.
First you were looking for a kitten, and now pictures of one.
How very nice of her.
Good luck.
Yeah. So cute. So cute. She did a little doodle on every single one.
As per her instructions, if we just follow those doodles, then we should be golden. We should be able to get to the boss or where we need to go to. And here's something to
cute.
follow.
Okay, yes. I'm glad you picked that one.
Yes, I did run through that one. Doodle there.
And another one. So cute. I love how nobody just caught her doing this. She's just like, yeah,
Yep.
I'm just taking stuff.
She did probably rob this place too. Huh?
Probably did.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Oh!
Ooh.
Is it a... Better not be a mimic. Oh!
Oh, it's crowns.
I guess she didn't.
Some
I guess
money.
she didn't rob this place.
Yeah, she missed something.
That's like currency, right? That's
Yeah,
currency
so
they
this
can use.
crowns is currency. And you're going to use currency for, stuff like the smith. When you want to upgrade your empire, like when I said you can build your university or you want to build a garden, that stuff costs money to build, right? And so you're going to want money.
Perfect.
Oh.
See, this says go this way. Had I gone through the front door, I probably would have come through there, and I probably would have had a lot of enemies to fight.
Oh,
Luckily,
interesting.
This path,
Yeah.
I get to avoid all the enemies.
Yeah, we haven't even seen a single one yet.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
And they're there, as you can see, but my path is clear.
Yeah. It's clear.
Thank you, Kat. That's
Oh,
not
what
her name,
about
though.
the EXP?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Don't forget the other one that's right next to you, please. Ooh,
Oh, yeah,
a
don't
great
forget.
sword.
Yeah, it looks like I got a great sword, so I can go ahead and equip that to our MVP of the last battle, which was James. And here is the equipment screen. You can see
Yeah. It's a great sword, right?
right here, and you can see all your characters here. Right now, you can go ahead and select the item, and then actually look at all the ones that you can actually are selectable. But you can also hit the
Yeah.
triangle button, and you can actually automatically assign these weapons according to what your
Yeah.
priorities are. So in this case,
That's nice.
James is attack focused, so I was able to equip the
Yeah.
exerciser.
Oh. That's the
Perfect.
weapon that we picked up, right?
Yeah,
Exerciser?
just now, yeah. And then say, for instance, Therese here, I want to prioritize speed. So if I hit speed, she's going to automatically equip something that reflects.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
I did not know that, and I've been playing this game quite a bit. So
Bear,
you helped me out. Thank you.
like Bear here is obviously my defense guy, so I'm going to
Yes.
hit the defense.
Uh-huh.
And so now I think we're all ready.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Alright, I'm ready. Let's see. No more shinies?
Yep, I
My
think we're
loot goblin
good.
senses. They're tingling, they're tingling.
Ooh.
Ugh. Oh. Okay.
This seems like a pretty big place.
Yeah, so imagine if you actually went through the front door and started fighting.
Right.
I'd be so lost.
This place is bigger than your own castle.
That's
I
not
know,
fair.
right? Maybe they just got more. They got more resources or something.
All right, so whenever you see this is going to signify that there's a boss coming up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So it looks like we're at the end here. This looks very much like where the boss would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you open to a very big open space. Yep.
Having dispatched Kazinci, you must be quite full of yourself indeed.
The Kazinci is that first of the 7 heroes that you encountered during the demo. Again, this part takes place a little bit after that demo,
Right.
After you actually beat him the second time. So it's and now he's mentioning another 7 hero that apparently he works for.
Yeah, the demo is honestly quite long. You can really get a feel for the combat and the game and the story a bit through the demo. So
Yeah, pretty much.
if you're on the fence, check it out.
Yeah, I recommend it. I recommend
Yes.
it. Yes. All right, Baldy, you're going down.
It's the same as the last. We're going to go ahead and take out these little guys first.
Okay, good
Take
plan.
out this guy seems to be more
Those
menacing.
guys are so tanky.
He did take a lot less damage than I was hoping.
Yeah.
Well, you got to use the greatsword. We just equipped the greatsword.
We just learned another ability.
Glimmer.
And plus, he's weak to it, which is great. So we know that he's weak to the sword. So next time through, I'll definitely start using that. That's going to help significantly.
Oh.
And I just learned that new ability that we saw called Mince, right? And that did a lot of damage. And you saw that when I learned it, even though I hit double cut, when I glimmer an ability, I'm going to automatically use it. And I saw it in action, and it was pretty nice. So
Yes.
let's go ahead and keep doing that.
All right. And
Perfect.
that's filling up our overdrive bar.
Yep.
Very nicely.
Oh, found another weakness there. And for her sake, because she's able to hit everybody at once, I'll just start chipping away at the other guys too.
AoE. Let's go.
Oh, looks like you got a debuff.
Debuff. Okay.
Right. This
Overdrive
guy,
bar.
overdrive is okay, but I don't think there's anything. I want to save it for Gerard because I want that Mince ability, right?
Yeah.
Mint.
So let's go ahead and use her to heal Bear because I see he's in the yellow.
All right, good plan, good plan.
Oh, he's gonna get
Ooh.
healed too.
Oh no! He healed.
127 is quite a bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is
That's not too bad.
devastating.
Right, so it's his turn now,
United.
and now I can see that I have 2 choices here, and I want to use that Mince ability there, right? So let's go ahead. and use
So I guess one thing to point out is that it's a combination of 2 abilities. So you can see on the bottom it says that it's Mince and id break.
ID
Yeah.
break, yeah.
ID
And
break.
that's going to come from Therese, as you can see up on top,
Yeah.
because they're both highlighted, right? And she's also next in line for me.
Okay,
go for
okay.
it.
Massive damage incoming here. Whoa.
Oh.
That's good.
Oh, he's so tanky. He's not even dead. That's crazy.
Yeah. This guy's definitely the tougher one.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay.
Stay vigilant.
Hopefully James can glimmer too. That'd be so cool.
And we're going to keep him pairing so that he can keep defending.
All right, perfect.
Like that.
Leave everything to me.
And we're almost there with the lizard guy. I have a good feeling about this one. There you go.
Yes,
All right, took him out,
finally.
nice.
Oh my gosh.
Let's move on to the next guy here.
Next lizard.
Hopefully we can get another glimmer.
Yeah, he wasn't weak to the big sword there.
Oh no! Ooh, oh, he evaded. Thank God.
He's not weak to the regular sword either.
Oh, another debuff. No,
And a buff.
he's buffing himself.
Oh no.
So far, this guy's not weak to anything.
Yeah. What
But
haven't we tried?
I haven't tried the spear yet. Yeah.
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 Ah, there we go.
Oh,
Perfect.
there we go.
See, notice that did a lot less damage.
Mm-hmm.
Bear needs.
So there was like a earth ability. So I guess there's like elemental abilities in this game.
Yeah. So there's the standard fire, wind, water. So there are different elements.
Okay.
As well. Yeah.
Perfect.
I think this is gonna end this guy.
Nice.
All right. Now we can go ahead and go
Alright.
for this guy.
All
We
right, Baldy.
like we
Let's square
said,
up.
we do see the weakness that there's a fist, but nobody's really uses fist on my team right now. So we still have to go through the process of discovering what he's weak to. But I'm gonna prioritize these glimmers because they're cool.
Yeah.
And I know that he's not weak to the arrow because I've been doing it. it hasn't been weak to it.
Confusion resist. So I guess he cannot be confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was big damage for one of my characters there. We're gonna carry on. Oh, he's weak to sword.
Ooh, perfect.
Nice.
I'm gonna give quality bomb to her.
Nice.
And I'm gonna go back to spear because I know he's not great sword weak. He's not weak to spear
He's
either.
not
It's still good damage.
Alright.
Yeah, that's still good. But we do know that he's weak to sword.
Have we applied fire liberally?
Not yet, but I do see. There's something called a final strike that you see here, right?
Uh-huh.
And that basically means it's like an ending ability for your weapon that you're using, right? So it's a one big powerful attack, but when you do that, you lose that weapon.
Oh no.
So in this case, I know that this guy's weak to sword, right? And if I use that final strike, while it will do a lot of damage, I'm not going to be able to use a sword ability with this particular character
Yeah.
anymore. So I'll probably avoid that till the end. So let's go stun slash.
Yeah, let's finish him off with that. Ooh.
I learned something, man. That was good. Big
Yeah, that
damage
was
there.
really good.
So let's keep doing that, but I'm gonna keep healing. So I know that sword is weak, so all my sword guys are gonna keep attacking, and I'm gonna start healing with the other guys. So like this bomb. I should have saved it though.
I think she has a heal.
She has an ability, so...
Alright, here's that ability that we just got, right? Crosscut. So now we can always use it. It's light elemented.
Ooh.
That does good damage.
Oh.
So if he was also weak to light, is there like a double stacking of weaknesses?
Not stacking, but you'll see both the weaknesses show up.
Oh, okay.
If you were to use like just now where it had a light sword attack.
Yeah, yeah.
Both, and if this guy you didn't know what he was weak to, both the sword and the light would appear at the same time.
Okay, I see.
I think this is filling up our gauge really well too. And
Oh,
let's go
yeah.
ahead and heal there.
Oh, nice.
That's not gonna help
Wait,
him
he says
anymore.
ow. It's kind of funny. Yeah, he sounds like a cat, almost.
I can't hear him, unfortunately.
All right, and now we have our united attack available. I think we could go ahead and end it with that.
Yeah. Let's go.
Nice. Ooh. Tank did a lot of damage.
Yeah, right. Maybe I was not using them right. Look at all those tech points.
Wow, that was almost 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, and you got a bonus for doing a...
Yeah. So if you
Okay.
actually end the battle with a united attack, you do get a little bit of a bonus to the
Cool.
tech points.
Nice.
And all right, so we beat the boss here, and that means that that Canal Fortress, that region, is now a part of our territory, as you're going to see.
Nice.
crazy.
More tax income.
We can seal this castle now because it's bigger than ours.
Yeah, and it's on the beach.
And of course, we got to
Yeah.
thank Kat for her contribution here. And so from here on out, we can use this vagabond character, both the Sparrow version and the Cat version, so the male and female version.
Oh, perfect.
They can join your retinue at any moment there.
Nice.
And with that, we go ahead and we liberate that region, and that becomes part of our territory. And now it zooms out and sort of shows the scale of the map and sort of all the places that we're going to end up going to.
It's quite large. It is very large.
Yeah.
And
the
with-
scale of it. 58,
Oh, 58.
years.
Yeah, and with that, time skipped. And so kind of like where we left off at the demo there, right? Periodically, we're going to have this
Yes.
time skip here, and then we're going to have to choose our next successor. Now, Gerard, that means Gerard is no longer our emperor. Now
Oh,
we get
no.
to choose whoever we want, including the vagabond that we had earlier.
Yeah, but they're not exactly the same, right?
So the
They're
character might look the
descendants.
same. The character class is the same, but
Mm-hmm.
they might look a little bit different because, again, the point is they also it's their next
Right.
generation as well, right? So they're going to
Yeah.
look a little bit different here. This guy looks like his brother.
Louis is so handsome.
Oh, then I guess he's our next emperor.
Yeah.
And like I said, when we do that, all the abilities, everything that Gerard was, is going to pass over to Louis as well. And even though this guy has a different innate class, he's a ranger, he's still going to have all those levels and abilities from the weapons that,
I see.
that Gerard
So this
used
is like
passed over.
it's like a strategy too. So it might not be wise to give a ranger all his.
Yeah, typically you wouldn't want
Yeah.
to, but with the main guy, the objective is to sort of get him stronger, right? And have him
That's true.
be able to do a lot of different things because we don't know what the weakness of the enemy weakness is. So for your main emperor, it's totally okay to sort of go wide range. But yeah, your other characters do have an innate ability, as you can see with that little chart there, that this particular character is very high in dexterity. So you
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be having him cast magic, for instance, right?
I see. I see. That
okay.
makes sense. That's interesting.
And so we choose him as our new emperor.
Nice. So I
Does
guess
he get all
but-
the regalia? Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, by the end of the game, I guess your successor character or your emperor is probably going to have inherited tons of stats and everything else.
And that's the whole point, is that you become, over the generations, you become so much stronger that you can actually take on these 7 heroes, right?
Oh.
And so that's the overall story there as you sort of defeat the 7 heroes. And with that, that was the end of the gameplay area for today.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think that's a good place to end, kind of similar to where the demo
Yeah.
ends, where you end up the first succession. This was the second one. And so I think from here we can sort of go into our last giveaway.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you for the gameplay. That was very insightful. Thank you for being our resident expert here as well, showcasing the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just like last time, that it was 2 minutes ago or 58 years ago, we're going to be doing another giveaway here, another sweepstakes. So head on over to Twitch if you're currently watching on YouTube, if you would like to participate in the giveaway, please. Just very quickly, you need to be 18 or older in the US, UK, Germany, France, Canada, excluding Quebec. So yeah, we are ready whenever. We're going to keep the giveaway open for, I guess, 5 minutes as well. So 5 minutes this time. So it looks like it is unlocked. It is open. So please send your entry into the Twitch chat. And this is going to be for, you're going to get a digital standard edition of the game as well as the Rock Bouquet statue. So 2 separate winners are going to get those. Which means we need to collect some information as well, which we will reach out to and gather after the live stream today. So
What
please have your
scale is
messages open.
she?
Yeah, that's a good question.
She's
I don't
1 to
Yeah.
1, right?
Yeah.
1-to-1, that'd be crazy.
Very hard to carry, but yeah, it's.
Oh my
I don't
God.
have one unfortunately with me right now, but it's in line with a lot of other Square Enix figures as well.
Okay.
And for those of you who don't know, Rock Bouquet is one of the 7, so she is one of the baddies there.
Oh.
Very popular character, as you can see. You will have to fight her.
Pretty.
Yeah, you will have to fight her down the line, and you'll get to know her story as well. But yeah, so it's definitely worth entering the sweepstakes for. And remember, this is not your last chance to win the Rock Bouquet statue.
That's
we
right.
do have the Find Mr. S scavenger hunt happening as well, and that's just going to be another chance to win the Rock Bouquet statue as well. Yeah, and like I said earlier, we will open up that Avalon one right after this stream. So definitely check it out after.
Hold on to that.
Yeah.
Hold on to him. All right.
So what did you think, Shiina?
I really like it. Like at first glance, like when you just judge it by the cover, you're just like, oh, it's just like a normal JRPG. When you actually play it, you're like, oh my gosh, this is actually not a normal JRPG. So yeah, it was just very surprising and pleasant to play. Like I really had fun. So yeah.
Yeah, it's very easy to pick up and it's very enjoyable because everything is so laid out. In terms of, like I said, the subquests are really easy to find. Where you're supposed to go next. There's not really nobody's not going to tell you where to go next. It's totally up to you. And for the most part, so long you follow those orange dots or those that flashing point that you see there, you're going to be progressing one way or another. And really, you're not supposed to know what happens next, right? Because whatever you do, once the time skip happens, then it's different. So the point is that it's going to be different every time you play.
Awesome.
And just because you play through it the first time, there is a new game plus that you can sort of try again and sort of do different things, right? So definitely play through it at least twice if you feel like you skipped anything. But you really don't ever feel like you skipped anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
awesome.
We've only seen such a small portion of what the kingdom or the continent looks like. So I think I'm really excited to explore most of all and see what other sceneries we can see.
That's how you unlock the memories of the 7 as well. There's very obvious trails that you can follow that lead you to a memory, so you can sort of unravel what happened.
Yeah, and a lot of the subquests that you're going to find is actually recruiting other characters, right? The different, kind of like what we did with Kat. We're going to basically follow a subquest that ultimately will lead to them joining your team, but it probably has something to do with the overarching story. Like they're in trouble because one of the 7 is tormenting their territory, for instance, right?
Right.
And so by doing their subquest, you do kind of get more of the overall story, but just part of it. And just because there's different sub-stories everywhere, it might sound like it's fragmented, but when you're actually playing through it, everything adjusts to what you're doing. So it actually becomes one really congruent story and not just a fragmented pieces. So it's really well made. It's really a good story piece for definitely people who like JRPGs with a deep story.
Yeah.
It's really cool in that sense.
I
That's
like
awesome.
how they don't just like dish it out to you. Like you go and you like pick up the pieces of the story and figure it out. I like that a lot in video games.
Yeah. So on top of the good story, or your own story, right? Just the sheer amount of customization and the strategy that you put behind the battles, because that's really where the background of this game is, right? The battles, and the fact that there's so many different enemies with different weaknesses, and that there's so many different customizing points in terms of which weapons you want to use. It just never gets boring. And plus with 30, 40 characters, it just never gets old in terms of like the different abilities that you can use. And just knowing that at any moment that you can glimmer some ability that you've never seen before, towards the end, you're probably going to have this character that has all these strong abilities from like 2 of your best weapons, for instance. Or maybe your strategies maybe have a bunch of 5 characters that just use sword, like the sword. And they're all just basically in succession using the strongest attack. That's totally strategy too, right?
I guess. Yeah.
You can do whatever you like. So that's real fun there.
So you said 30 or 40 characters?
Yeah. So there's a lot of characters.
40.
There's a lot of characters out there. And also I think probably somebody asked how long the game is. Because of the free-form scenario system, it's kind of a wide swing, right? You can skip through a lot of things, you can do everything you want, but we would say an average about 40 hours on your first time through. Yeah, and again, there is a new game plus, there is post-game content, right? So you can actually face the 7 heroes again later on.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff, a lot of content beyond the usual.
Awesome.
Yeah, and since the story changes depending on how you play it, the second playthrough, if you choose different things, it will be different.
Right.
So, yeah. So you can
and because
play it through.
And because most things carry over from between to the new game plus, you can absolutely guilt-free choose a different path, for instance, to gain other items. So it's definitely worth doing at least twice, I would say.
All right, so I think it's been about 5 minutes, maybe a little more. The entries have slowed down a little bit, so I think everybody that wants to enter has possibly entered. But I think maybe we should do another countdown here, Shiina, if you would be so kind to.
Yeah, no problem. Be my pleasure. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you so much for entering, guys. Really
All right, it is closed. That was closed immediately, so.
Oh, nice, nice.
So yeah, the giveaway is closed, so please no more entries. Or no more attempted entries. Yeah, we're gonna pull the names here right now, so good luck to everybody.
Good luck. All right. Let's see here.
We have 2 winners.
2 winners. Okay, we
First
got the
winner
first
is
one.
ready.
You guys ready? All right, drum roll, please.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Congratulations, Juster Bot. Thank you so much for
Juster Bot.
entering. Enjoy your digital standard edition of Romancing SaGa 2: Revenge of the Night and your beautiful...
Revenge of the 7.
Yeah, Revenge of the 7. Sorry, what am I
There's
saying?
7. They get a statue as well, so.
Yeah, they get a statue as well. What did I say? Oh.
We're good, we're good, we're good.
We're good, we're good. Revenge of the 7. Oh my gosh. Tripping over my words. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. The second winner. You guys ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Winner?
Drum roll.
All right. Drum roll. Boy Kai. Congratulations on your digital standard edition of Romancing SaGa 2: Revenge of the 7 and your beautiful rock bouquet statue.
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations. So we will contact you after the live stream. So please have your Twitch messages open, Twitch DMs, or however it's called on Twitch, I'm not sure. But be ready to receive a message from us so we can gather information and verify your eligibility. So yeah, I think that sort of brings us towards the end of the live stream here. We had a lot of fun, and Julian did a very good job showcasing the game for us today, so thank you very much for doing that.
Yeah, thank you. And just also a reminder, this wasn't the last chance for you to win a Rock Bouquet statue and
That's true.
a digital edition of the game.
Yes.
Go ahead and go over to the Gleam page, and please go find Mr. S in real life. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, good luck there as well.
Cool.
But definitely thank you very much, Shiina, for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right. So just so everybody knows where to find you, that sort of stuff, please take this opportunity to plug your channel and everything else.
Thank you. So I am Shiina from North American VTuber agency Face Connect. We have a lot of wonderful talents, and we mostly stream on YouTube, but some of us are on Twitch, so feel free to check us out. It would make us really happy. We play a lot of great games, and I will be playing this game later today. So, so yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for this opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Shiina. We really, really appreciate it. I know everybody out there in chat adored your presence as well. But yeah, so the game is currently available. This is not a preview live stream. It is live right now. You can pick it up on Steam, Switch, PS4, and PS5. So you can go out there, pick it up right now. The demo is also available, so you can grab the demo for free. Try it out, and your progress is carried over into the main game when you do pick up that purchase afterwards.
How about the Gleam? You should remind them about the Avalon.
Yes.
Yeah, don't forget the keyword Avalon. I will enter that in as soon as the stream is done. And again, go ahead and check out all the other places where Mr. S is hidden.
Yes, and you have a chance to get that beautiful rug.
Yeah, that rug is the difference.
All right, cool. Well, thank you. I think that's probably going to do it for us today. Thank you, everybody, for watching and tuning in today. Go pick up Romancing SaGa 2, Revenge of the Seven. And that's going to be it from us. So thank you very much, everybody, and have a very beautiful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.